Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the WW2 time frame. Have you ever seen such a beautiful sunrise? Well, it's right there for us to enjoy together. Please watch our videos in full. In that way you can support us the best way. If you want to watch more of our videos or check out the ads, please do that. But now let's go out and find the history together. Yet again, welcome to us, welcome to the History Hunter. Me and Eagle Eye out, and we are near some bunkers. We have the beautiful Makro Kruzer metal detector, we have the Nokta pointer, we have our small spades, some good gloves, and we are going to see if history will share anything at all from this location here. We are at a former German World War II location, nothing more said, and who knows what we're going to find here. We got some GoPro here, chest cam, I'm going to use that as well. So I have put the 4-tone program in today, have the gain to about 80 something, done ground balancing, and the machine is ready to go. What I like about the Makro Kruzer, it's very versatile, it's waterproof, you can take off the stanchion, pack it down to a very compact little thing, and I love that little sniper coil. It's not that heavy, so it makes it easy to work around here. Alright, 96 already. Alright, I guess we start here. Seems like we have a detonator here. That's a piece of a artillery shell detonator, I think. Aluminum, that's why it rang off such a high pitched sound. Nice. We found them before there. They are actually fuses, pieces of fuses of the artillery shell. And this is the German crew firing a artillery gun, and the fuse would be on top there. And they could arrange the different kinds of fuses to make the shell detonate in different kinds of ways. But that little piece actually is a piece of the history there. Got something here. What is that? Find of eagle eyes. What is that? Is that a buckle? Oh, we can't make it out. Gonna check it out. Right there is. Ooh, what is that? Oh, it's a massive rebar. Right there, see that? That could easily have been something that they used when they built this incredible, huge bunker that we just at. True pleasure to be out here, and how nice it is to be able to share with you. Hope you're all well. I want to say a massive shout out to my Patreon team members. You are just incredible people, and a lot of what we do is thanks to you. Just remember that we do share history in a very special way, and we do our best to present as much material as we can. So there's another one, 82. We're gonna go for that one. That's a heavy duty piece of something with some colors on. Wow, interesting. That is actually a another piece of a artillery shell fuse. This one is in brass, and I recognize this pattern here. I'm not sure which type it is from, but definitely something like that, because that was a munition storage bunker, and it probably was discarded there or maybe destroyed there by Allied bombing. I'm not sure. We got even more bars, and there are tons of stuff down there. But I think we're going to leave that, because there's no point in getting that up. Probably rebars and things from when they built the bunker. Alright, this is basically the terrain, just some small hills. I'm going to go over that hill. I'm going to see if we can find traces of the activity where the barracks were. Alright, walking over to the second little place that we're going to check out. See here, gloves doesn't look too nice. Pretty cold actually, but we can do it. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. This is what we call a burn pit. Very often outside the barracks the soldiers would throw in things there, and a lot of that is coal. Will give off signal. See if we have the pinpointer here, I'll show you. Like that. See that? So that huge coal piece there. But you have to dig it so you can see whether there's a piece of glass. So there could be items in here. Oh, that is something. It's a massive thing here. So there are iron pieces and other pieces in here. Just a matter of finding them. What is that? Wow. Aha. Is that a bicycle seat? Probably found a seat for an old bicycle of the German forces. That is cool. Look at that. That is for a bike seat. I think it is. Or is it? We'll check it out. But we're going to dig a little bit around here. A lot of small details there. You see that? That's a piece of a paper. You can actually see one of the ads there. And there, it's totally burnt, so it's not going to show any more details than that. But there are so many small, listen to that. So a lot of them are pieces of coal, but we are kind of hoping that there could be other items as well. Here is something. Oh, what is that? That is interesting. What is that? Oh, look at that. See that? There's a whole detail coming out here. Interesting. We got that. We got papers. We actually found a German paper once with the Churchill, picture of Churchill and a caricature, whatever you call it. That was cool. We're gonna go through this pile a little bit more. Wow. That's the work of eagle eyes. Look at that. That looks to be a Seltbahn button. German Seltbahn was a fantastic little thing. This is basically Seltbahn as a tent. And then you have the Seltbahn around the soldiers. So these buttons, they were very often from that specific Seltbahn that the soldiers used in that area. That looks to be 2 buttons from Wehrmacht. That's the typical here button that we found, and you can see them on the uniforms almost everywhere here. And on this picture you can definitely see them there, there, and there, and there. So they're very common in the positions and locations where the Germans were. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, see if we can get them up there. We got 3 of those, and there are actually more signals here. Yeah, we're gonna sift through this thing, see if there are more. What is that? There's something. That is, it's a pin. I'm gonna put that there. That's the only way actually you can sift through it, and in that way it's going bananas. It's absolutely going bananas. And there's something. What is that? You can have that. Let me check it out. That is a aluminum melted piece. Wow. So buttons, aluminum. Could there be coins? This is interesting, interesting, interesting. Put it up there. Yeah. Oh, you did. Did you lose one? Where's the third one? There was 3. Suddenly, lots of exciting things. See there? Right there. It's a cartridge, and look at that. Eagle Eye spotted a buckle. Is that cool or what? So now we are getting into this little hole here, and there are still items coming up. Lots of coal pieces, yeah. Alright, So we're gonna put those back there. Let's continue. Well, I think that's the proof we needed. That is definitely made by the Germans. P490, if I'm not seeing too wrong, and made in 1938. Wow. That's the found cartridge. This is a stripper clip, which the cartridges was put in, and a full clip would look like that. 5 rounds in that clip, and most likely it would have been from one of these rifles here. The clip will be pushed down here, you load the rifle with 5 rounds and you can fire. So that is probably what that little thing is, and we now have a context of the finding and the usage and the wartime. What are they? Oh, that's a button. Oh, it's in really nice condition. It's very special soil here. Some of it is like sandy, some of it is like burnt stuff. What is that? Is that a... No, that's a button. It's another button. That's a button, I think. Yeah. What about this thing here? Yeah, we're not going to mess around with them. If it's a coin, we have to preserve it. Look at that. This is starting to be pretty nice. There you are. Coins and buttons. Oh, there's another button. Wow, that is cool. I'm just trying to see if I can get this thing to focus. I'm using the phone. These are 5 rangefinder. The swastika is there. The eagle is kind of like here. You can see the eagle better here. And down there is the swastika. So a couple of 5 rangefinder, and they're zinc, so part of the German Second World War currency. Wow, that little thing is nothing right now, but I do have a little suspicion of what that could be, and that is not going to be touched out here. I have found something very, very special here earlier, and I do believe that the curvation there is actually giving it off. Holy Madonna, if that is what I think it is, it could actually be a missing piece of a puzzle that I started earlier. Wow, that is going to be exciting to check out. There's that little piece cleaned up. It is actually burnt and almost melted, and a piece is missing. But what is that piece all about? Well, it's got something to do with what I found a few years earlier. And what I found are pieces for what you see here. This is the German type of EM34 rangefinder used by the German machine gun, mortar and artillery crews during the Second World War. And the rangefinder is fitted internally with a series of prisms, beam splitters, mirrors, and it can divide the viewed image into 2 halves. And when focused into one image, the rangefinder provides calculated distance or altitude to the target. So to put it into context, these are the 2. I found 3. I have one more plaque, but I can't find it. So these 2 or 3 items are what I found there earlier, and it's from that rangefinder, which are discarded or been damaged, maybe from a bombing raid from the Allies. I couldn't tell. But let's have a look at some of the details there. That little plaque is in brass. Let's see if I can get you in there. You can probably see some detailed writing there. And if I bring down this little piece of paper, that's what it says. And it's a kind of little small instruction of how to calibrate the unit. This is the centerpiece of the rangefinder. That would be the piece in the middle here, where the soldier will put his eyes inside this rubber cover to make it dark, and in that way be able to look properly inside it. This one has like prisms, oculars, and let me see if I can get you down there. It's a very cool detail. See there, some kind of, I'm not sure, degrees or something. And there used to be something on the side here as well. And on the side here, if I'm not too mistaken, I'm gonna see if I can show you that. There are some, where is it? It's supposed to be here. Okay, I might be mistaken, but I thought I saw some degrees there. But if we turn it around, have a look at that. See those prisms there? They are kind of like in a circular adjustable ring connected with this little rod here. You see the optics inside there, they're still there. That is so fascinating. Very complex little thing to make it work. Nevertheless, then we found on this little trip here these pieces here, and I'm going to show you. This is one of the plaques. I'm guessing that is one of the plaques that are out on the outside of the tube. The tube is not there. It could be there, I'm not sure, but that plaque is what I hoped it would be. You can see the attachment screws holes are just like those sunken into the material. That's in aluminum, that's in brass. So this one's been kind of melted, so it's difficult to actually see and decipher what's on it, but there's something, but I can't read it. Then we have this thing here. Looks like some of the optics perhaps, or is it for a binocular or something? That could easily have been in conjunction with the rest of the rangefinder. Then you have this piece here, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. If we have a look at this picture here, you can see that special detail on the top there. It's actually very visible here and here. And that is actually the bracket that holds the rubber piece. That would come kind of like over here. And I think this would be attached exactly right there. You can see some screws on the back there, probably attached to that thing there. You push this and you flip open this rubber thing and you flip it down. So that's part of that frame, which used to be like that, and the rubber piece will be on top. And this one was just kind of broken off when we transported it. That was like there, and the rest is kind of here, you could say. So it's just small pieces of the past, as I said so many times before, but this kind of puts everything into a context for us, and finding these bit by bit are kind of like fulfilling the adventure and the purpose of being out there. What we do find details, and the details put together will create a context, and in this case the context is here. It actually took several years to actually find several of the pieces, and who knows what more we can find there. Only time will tell. So the rangefinder piece could be the last, who knows, but we will definitely do our best to share even more with you later. That's that little story. The trip ends here. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share, comment. If you've watched our videos in full, you really support our work. And if you're so kind to watch more of our videos, that helps us out a lot. What can I say? Thank you to my fantastic patrons and my team members. You are the guys and girls who make a lot of this come true. And if more people decides to share or become supporters of our work, well, we can do even more great stuff. You can see that we have a lot of special things going on our channel, so you can check out that and watch our giveaway videos in the beginning of each month, and you can see how you can win beautiful handmade WW2 diorama that we give away to our supporters. Thanks again to my supporters. Thanks again to all you patrons out there. Will be more coming up very soon. Until then, stay safe, keep smiling, and goodbye.